Today we're going to be talking about support and resistance levels. First things first, what are they? So support levels tend to be price points at which the stock will bounce from. And a resistance level tends to be a price point where the stock will get rejected from, as in it's climbing up there and all of a sudden starts selling off from that price point. So we can try to identify, think of support and resistance levels like a floor and a ceiling level. So the way we could identify these price points is we're going to have to first of all zoom out like I did here. We're using the stock Planeteer PLTR just for example's sake, and we're going off to the 180-day 4-hour chart. And this chart on the left hand side is just more of a if I want to zoom in type, just see everything. I mess around with my left chart. The right chart is more of the analysis type thing. So I'm going to remove these drawings just so I could do them from scratch with you guys. So first things first, to look up where a resistance level, we're going to pay attention to this first part here because I want to show you guys the importance. So the first things first is we're going to show where, okay, look, if this is all that we were presented on the chart right here on the right hand side, if this is all we were presented, where is the stock at the upper side of the chart? Where is it that it kind of evens out at, that it doesn't really want to go farther from there? So I'm looking at right here, the most previous closest lines are right here. And if you see my crosshair right here, right here kind of aligns with that area too. Right here kind of aligns with that area too. And it's just anytime that you see these candles open or close at these areas, it's kind of crucial. So right there we see there we see a kind of a resistance level. You can also draw, if you have these outstanding kind of weird candles that are just one in like just out of nowhere, you could draw them as well, and you can have this as a channel. So this is like a resistance channel. If you get up here, it's going to sell off basically. Up here sell off, up here sell off, and up here sell off. So a support, same thing, but on the upside down type of view. We're gonna look at where is the stock kind of bouncing from when it sells off. Where does it catch the bottom? That's what we're looking for. So over here on the newer side of things, you can see that, okay, so we're getting a bit of a support around this general area. You see on the right hand side, I want to line it up with as many candles as possible to kind of further validate my suspicion. So right here you can see probably, I would say, yeah, like around here would be a good support level. Ooh, that was not straight, huh? Okay, so you guys also, quick reminder, you can always use this price level tool and it will draw a straight line for you. So right there. So see, that's a support. And see, we have this weird wedge or whatever weird candle. This just, when things get thrown around everywhere, like the price, it's like a rubber band. It has more elasticity. So it went up really quickly, but also went down really quickly and kind of stabilized from there. So another one we could draw right there, that's a bit of a support. This is a support channel. So now we know that this right here is a type of area that you would be focused on buying at. That's a good deal, right? So you can see these areas as a buy, sell type thing. So buy, sell, and then, you know, if you were holding on or whatever, sell. These are not going to be perfect. They're not always going to be perfect. But over here you can see, obviously, we confirmed it again, bought. You could have averaged in or whatever you did over here in the beginning when you actually did confirm. When you confirmed a bounce on this support line and actually started uptrending, break this 200-day SMA line, then you could actually focus on that's when you bought in and stuff like that, right? Because you're right here, you're getting all this confirmation, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to extend our drawings to the right. So basically we could see these price levels in the near future, right? So here we go, boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden we get a piece of news this day, on whatever this day was, that they shot up massively, broke above the previous resistance level. And remember, whenever you break a resistance level, it becomes the new support. So it'll break above and start testing this area, and this is now a new support zone. You can delete this, whatever, but I would like to keep it, you know, just for future reference. And same thing goes for the bottom. If we start to break downwards down here, we will start to test this as a resistance and go downwards if it's a downwards trend. This is technical analysis. So right here, broke above, right? We're seeing, okay, yeah, it did kind of, it didn't have too much weakness as it did back here. This was full on price strength. Boom, bullish candles. You were overextended on the RSI, although, so that would be a good sell point. And then you see this next morning, we shot up to 40. I don't know what, this giant crazy wick, but we basically tested this 32 area of support. We tested this area of support and we were bouncing. We bounced off of it like a new support level. So this old resistance channel became a new support level. And over here, we tested it again. So 2 days later, we had a cleaner test and we bounced off and we had a nice push upwards. So if you were paying attention, you knew your technical analysis. This right here, that's a 23% move, and you're dealing with all-time highs, so you don't know the resistance levels on here. And that's why sometimes it's better to kind of get an understanding, because if you saw this a couple days before, you could obviously draw your little resistance line right there, and then when you broke above, you know that you have some type of price strength and blah blah blah, right? Am I right? Look, okay, extension, right? Okay, so see, that's kind of a little zone again. We're starting to break below. We got rejected. Boom, boom, boom. Started support. The old resistance level became the new support. And then boom, we started trading at a new channel. So you can see that here we had made a new resistance level. And all this you could be doing while you're trading. So boom, boom, bought, sold. Guess what we're going to do here? Buy. Which is why I took a position already. But earnings are on Tuesday, so I'm going to keep it motive. But this is why I like support and resistance levels, because now we are in a new channel. We tested the support, tested a resistance level, so this can be a new channel. So we tested a support, tested a resistance, tested a support, tested a resistance, and guess what we're doing again? We're testing a support, which is why I seen this right here. We were testing a 32 area. Look at this also. So remember that support? This is an all-time high from way back in the day. Guess what that area is at? $32. This is a support now because on the older times, it was a resistance level. When we finally broke it, we are trading in this new channel up here. We're no longer trading down here in between these two. I think it'll be easier for you guys to see this. See, this is a little bit easier. Buy or sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Cross into a new zone. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. What do you think? Buy, sell. And that's a 22% increase from right here where it's currently at. I see this as a nice profit potential margin. We are getting somewhat of a bounce on this $32 price range. We did kind of confirm, and we are closing at $32.18 after hours that day. I'm thinking it's only because of earnings. But this is just because I'm showing you the support and resistance levels. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and DM me. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe and like button if you guys want to see more lessons in the future. Quick, easy lessons. And thank you so much for your time.